Step off, hoser. And welcome, everybody, to yet another Canuckleheads broadcast. How are you all doing today?
Episodic episode, I hope.
Another episode.
Perfect.
See, people are enjoying the new intro in the chat here.
They're liking that, are they?
Oh my goodness!
Who put all the work and time into that? Who did that?
No, that would be myself.
There you go. There you go. A little pat in the back for you. Good job, bud. Hopefully people aren't inserting their quarters in their keyboard, for God's sakes, because our chat is not that silly.
Oh my goodness. Well, today it's a bit of a somber. Sad
Somber. What's going on? What we got?
It's a sad stream.
Why is it sad? Why do we have these emotions?
I need
I feel like I'm in a glass cage.
I need to pull something up here. Hold on a second, because we have, it's a sad day for us, right? I need the proper sad background music to talk about this. So just be one moment. Just pull this up here.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I don't know how to share an audio thing without having a screen up on this. So
you can figure this out.
It's just going to be a video screen. Actually, I might be able to do it without showing the video, but hold on a second. All right, hold on a minute.
Jesus, who are these people?
I know. So we're going to be talking about this. We lost ourselves our local laser tag. So this is going out to Laser Quest. We'll remember you, all the good times that we never ever spent there, because I never fucking knew that we had a laser tag quest.
All right, I'm gonna jump in a little bit here. I remember fondly of all the great times that I had at the 27-year-old, no longer running Laser Quest out of the D.
I know.
I was actually there on opening night.
Were you?
Yeah. Basically, there used to be this mall called King's Plaza or King Mall, where is it? Manulife? I'm not saying that right. I'm really butchering that today.
Manulife?
Yeah, Manulife. Thank you. The Manulife building is. Basically, Manulife bought that mall out completely, because you can't only have one mall downtown. And the mall that make it was that one. And Laser Quest, just like a cancer's growth, was in there for the longest time. And they pissed off the insurance company like you wouldn't believe. But however, opening night I was there with my old group of buddies, and it was pretty cool, because basically they had these little throbs that you could use in the machine, and your rankings on there and stuff like that.
That's super cool.
They spared no expense. And it was cutting edge technology for the 1990s, and dinosaurs. It's where they were born. Sorry, going on a whole different rant here. But anyways, it was pretty cool. But my biggest problem is after playing it like a couple of times, it's like, so what do we do from here, guys? Oh, we keep playing. We know the maze. They're not changing it. We know how to jostle the equipment to work it in our favor. Oh no, my ADD is kicking in. I'm bored as fuck. I'm going home. However,
rest in peace, Laser Quest. You were fondly remembered.
Yes.
Even though I honestly never knew that you existed on Victoria Street.
All the way down Victoria Street, that industrial cheap area where you could buy cheap land for.
Oh my goodness! But we have the things we have lost. What's the worst timing for them too? If
I agree.
If I owned the Laser Quest or Laser Tag thing,
Laser Quest.
I would have been
Laser tagging. Yep.
I would have been going out of my way to contact Scott Cawthon and the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, because the new Five Nights at Freddy's game that's coming out on PlayStation 5, it has a laser tag arena as like one section of the mall.
Show me timbers, armor. So, that sounds like a wicked time for me.
So I mean, it's like that one thing says, to be a pirate you have to lose an eye and lose an arm. So
no. No more body parts, none. I like to be near mint.
You're like a tenth of the way there for getting yourself a peg leg. So
I'm gonna say like an official pirate membership card. but however,
oh, man, that would have been so cool. Like I hope,
honestly, no, that would have been.
Because everyone's talking about turning the Chuck E. Cheese franchise into a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, just to make it like a.
Wait a second, hold on. Seriously?
Yeah, there's talks about it to make, because you want to make it like a kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's theme park, right? That'd be so cool to have like a Five Nights at Freddy's laser tag.
That would be.
That'd be
honestly would be.
And turn it into convert it into like an escape room. So make it look like a laser tag. I'm making $1 million ideas here.
Oh yeah, you are. Just
like convert it into like a Five Nights at Freddy's like themed laser tag, and then turn it into like an escape room type of situation.
Well, the best part is you could sell some of the crappiest pizza on the planet and get away with it. Usually everyone goes to a restaurant and go, "Oh, this pizza's back. Why are we having this?" Meanwhile, it's really bad pizza in the first place. Like, the crust is like a millimeter thin. You got like ketchup versus tomato sauce for sauce, some sort of 5 cheese product, and people go, "This is the best pizza ever! Oh my god!" Meanwhile, it costs like 1/8 of a cent.
Well, pizza people still eat at White Castle, so that's like a chemical composition that's like one ingredient away from cardboard.
Cardboard? Are you sure it's not plastic?
That's too rich for their blood. Too rich for their blood.
This is true.
No, I think that'd be an amazing idea. I think I'm gonna reach out to Scott and pitch that. Hopefully.
Wait a second. No. You have to do it in a certain way that you got to get yourself a representative.
My God.
Make sure like a dollar value at lunch.
Five Nights at Freddy's escape rooms.
Schwarzenegger charges somewhere in between, I think it's like $5,000 to $8,000 just to sit down for lunch to hear an idea.
Right.
Who says you're not worth at least that?
Oh, we'll see. I mean, if I can get like a season pass, then I'll be happy. So I could just never go.
My God. Yeah, they're going to cut me a check, but I gave them billions of dollars, but they just give me a seasonal pass, and I was happy with that.
They just give you like a week's worth of the night guard salary, which is like $100.
Oh my!
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. That's not bad. At least you got $100.
It's $100. That'd be so cool. Like I'm honestly, I'm like, I want to reach out to Scott. I don't even know how to reach out to Scott, but I'm gonna find a way to get a carrier pigeon to him and be like, yeah. So 5 Nights at Freddy's escape rooms. Let's do this.
You know how funny it is? We can't trust the internets because someone will steal the idea. But carrier pigeon. There it is.
Exactly.
There it is.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. My goodness.
Yes,
right. James B. We're talking about FNAF because we're talking about losing our laser tag from the COVID
compound.
The pandemic has claimed its first victim locally. Our laser quest is dead. It is not coming back. It's gone for good.
Yeah,
victim of the COVID.
It'd be interesting what their spreadsheet would have been like for the last 27 years. See, like the slow decline, kind of coming down. Drops. We're doing okay. We'll get the students back in. We'll do a little of this. We'll get 5 Nights at Freddy's, and then COVID.
Oh man, that would be so good and tied in with like the new release of the game, the 5 Nights at Freddy's Pizzaplex bullshit.
Maybe
no, it's not.
Do you have any idea how slick that would be if they did.
Oh, it would be super awesome.
Yeah.
So
well,
good.
we don't. Yeah, we also don't know the full details as well. Maybe a laser.
Exactly. We'll just have to break. We'll just have to cross the border and break into Scott's house wearing like that blue, no, the purple like bodysuit. Like, you know, like the Pepsi guy suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna make an international.
Oh my God.
We're coming for you, Scott. We're coming.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm super bummed because like every time like I saw that it was there, but it always looked like it was closed because it's like one of those things like they don't change the sign in 50 years.
And also on top of it, it was the weird part of town where you have to get in the 204, which is basically you're busking off to like industrial land territory.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up there by the bigaments, for goodness sakes. It's like I don't know how to survive that long, but it was a go-to it was a convenient walk-to destination that became a go-to destination type of thing. So
exactly. My goodness. Well, rest in peace, Laser Quest. You will be missed. But that's not the only thing.
There's more. The Canuckleheads show. That's our hashtag. More.
I mean, if that's all we had, it'd be a really short show. But no, did you hear
it? Everyone has been great.
So we have new regulations rolling out, at least in our local jurisdiction. I'm sure it's going to be going elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So we recently had it roll out until May of 2021 that we have a mask bylaw enforced because we apparently have oracles at City Hall now.
Yes.
The city is employing.
You see my audit report, right?
Psychics. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the pool there. With the twins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Thought crimes, Sister Crumb. Thought crimes.
Exactly.
You're already guilty for thought crimes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that we're have these restrictions in right now. This is what makes it tough to plan for an event too, by the way, folks. No, because we have this stuff. We have so stuff and things. And we have to plan, but it's literally changing like every single day.
It is. Ever heard of the phrasing that everything's connected to a floating base? Well, that floating base decides to go whitewater rafting. It's like, fuck. I just want my zombie walk. I just want to dig up the unliving challenged and go for a walk
I don't think you're going to be allowed. I don't think you're going to be allowed.
Well, this is the thing. I sat down with the Waterloo Region Ice Cream Horror Fest board of directors.
Okay.
And basically, we had a long talk, and we're just going to push the event back to October 31st and see exactly what takes place. Because if Halloween's canceled, fuck, nothing's happening.
Well, no, it's already going to get canceled.
Oh, if we're not quite there yet, Crumb. We're not quite there yet. I'm trying to hold on to hope.
No, there is no hope. There is no hope. We have let me pull this up again.
Oh, good Lord.
Let me pull this up again here.
What are you doing?
I don't know why I closed it. We're gonna be playing this a lot today.
All for our chat's entertainment.
Let me just get this on standby real quick because this is gonna be a theme.
Theme, yeah.
We have another thing that we have to send off.
Oh.
Let me find a good one here. Maybe this one.
Just like the credits there.
We have to say goodbye. Why is this not playing? Oh, I know why it's not playing. 1 second.
It's playing.
It's playing, but there's no audio. I have to redo the thingy.
I can hear audio.
1 second. It's not playing. It's not playing for me. I need to redo a
thing. Isn't that the crutch of it? It's not playing for me. Burn the computer and the house down.
Burn everything down.
Cleanse it by fire. It's the only way to make sure.
It's not playing for me, so it doesn't work for anybody. Let's try this again. Would not be a stream if it wasn't a boomer stream. So let's go.
Oh, we got the boomernesses.
All right.
together.
It did.
It really did. And the thing is, sort of what screwed it up was that how can we explain the idiocies of fucking Kitchener Waterloo? I lived in almost every major city in Canada. No BS.
I figured this thing out now.
Awesome. But however, in every major city, it's built on this thing called a grid. So 6 blocks up, 4 blocks over type of thing, just as one main street just important as the other main street. But however, since the conception of the downtown core, King Street is the main drag. But however, if you're 1 block up or 1 block over, it becomes residential like that. So the thing is that, again, King Street's the only street that anyone pays any fucking attention to. Weber Street, sure, that's a cute street, but not as grandiose as King. So when they brought in the light rail, that kind of screwed plans up because now you have a light rail on King Street.
Yeah,
that's disrupting all of the parades. No one made any big deal about it because people try to compensate, but it just wasn't the same, leading someone towards this. Now we got Colvolt, and there is no parade, which is like, wow. And so basically, can you roll that thing again?
I think it's going to work now.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, what?
We have to say goodbye to something else too.
Oh, okay. So we're done the Oktoberfest segment then?
We're done with it. Well,
you can buy a box.
It's tied in together with October.
All right. Families can't come together due to federal government decree.
Exactly.
That they can't sit down around a table and converse in the eating of the flesh of the chickens or the turkeys.
Yeah, it's not allowed. Because it's because they could possibly be spreading it to their their loved ones and all that stuff. So yeah, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Gav is saying, didn't know that we celebrate Thanksgiving. We celebrate Thanksgiving in October, our mutant Thanksgiving.
That's always been an interesting time of the year. Hey kids, yeah, let's have Thanksgiving. Okay, 2 weeks later, it's Halloweeny time.
Oh my goodness, it's so weird. I wonder if this is one of those big things, right? Because like Canadian Thanksgiving is kind of like whatever. I mean, like we have our Thanksgiving, sure. I mean, some people really dig into it.
Yeah,
and like Christmas is really the big thing here.
Yeah,
like we
God, yeah, like have you seen Dollarama recently, Crumb?
Oh my goodness.
It's like, hey, we rolled out all the stuff for Halloween, but the alley before the Halloween stuff.
It's all Christmas
time. It's like,
no, honestly, as soon as a fucking leaf, as soon as a leaf starts to turn color, people are putting Christmas decorations on their front fucking lawn. It's like, oh my god.
And you know what the biggest hot ticket item right now that's being sold at places like Walmart / Home Depot? It's a 20-foot skeleton.
Oh yeah, the 20-foot skeleton. I've seen that. That thing's amazing.
I know. I want one for the house.
Oh my god. I want to get one of those. Yes. I want to get one of those and fucking decorate it like a Christmas tree.
We just don't move it. We just throw it in the back, the back / front yard.
Exactly.
Just leave it there.
Just have it sit on the roof. There you go.
Perfect. I'm gonna check and see how much it costs to get one.
Yeah, that'd never fly though. My goodness.
You come home one day, it's like, Hop, what did you do?
I'm
the skeleton. It's the seasonal celebration skeleton.
It's the seasonal skeleton. Is it celebrate the same event or just at a different time? It's technically the same event. I mean, it's like
skeleton? Yes.
No, the
sorry,
Thanksgiving. I'm not entirely sure why we celebrate Thanksgiving.
Well, it's because of pilgrims.
Well, that's the American thing, though.
Well, the Americans kind of came up to Canada. We had this weird division between where the border was and blah blah blah. Things got shifted.
We went from I guess celebrating giving the Indians like smallpox.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people to be cold with your weird new ways.
To just
blankets.
I guess we just celebrate food. It's just another reason to have turkey.
I don't know. Maybe it's the whole conversion. Maybe that's the reason why things got a little wacky. A couple doors down.
I'm guessing so. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the
best
case.
way to throw it on because we can't really explain it.
Oh my goodness.
Seasonal skeleton. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Right in the backyard. Right in the back 40 there.
Let me just
pull
and we need to pull something else up as well because we have another cancellation. There's been so many cancellations this year.
Yeah, like we've been giggling at all the stuff that's been going on.
There's been so many cancellations this year. And let me just see here. That's the right one. I think this is the right one for what we're going to be talking about.
All right.
It's a bit of a lead up here.
Everyone's waiting with bated breath.
I know. There was an event. I'll just as this is leading in.
Oh. What the hell is
there was an event that was scheduled, that was canceled, that was rescheduled as a VIP event for very important suckers to play.
Spelled with a P.
To pay like a bunch of money to come to a one-day convention in Toronto.
Special edition.
And I just got to say that the Fan Expo Special Edition, this goes out to you. And I think people in the chat might figure out what's going to go on here in just a second. But Fan Expo Special Edition has been canceled.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about that event.
Yeah.
And right now, we're going to leave it to the crowd.
Hashtag for the fans.
Hashtag for the fans.
There we go. I haven't listened in the longest time. Yes, Fan Expo has officially been canceled for 2020.
We're not celebrating or anything.
That's leaving the room up. I believe we have the moniker. The Kitchener Comic-Con is the best convention of all of Southern Ontario.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That got my heart. That got my heart pounding because it's just bringing out so much emotion in me right now.
Is it?
You know what today's the last day of though.
What is?
I think today it might be tomorrow. We might have until tomorrow.
What's that?
To vote for Kitchener Comic-Con.
That is concluding this evening at midnight.
There you go. So you have until tonight.
Yep, exactly.
The link is in the description. If you go to the description of this video, and you're going to go ahead and click on that, and that's going to take you to the splash page for Kitchener Comic-Con on the Reader's Choice voting. And then you can click on any of the 4 categories.
Our chat is not stupid. They know what to do. They could bring this link to all their online friends and say, you must vote for the Kitchener Comic-Cons just because it's the best and only thing to do. Plus, doesn't cost anyone anything, and it just gives us a little bit more bragging rights.
Exactly. So you can go to this link. It has 4 different categories. Vote in all of them if you want.
Yep, vote all 4.
Share it around. Last time that you can do it is today. I don't know when they're announcing it. I'm guessing it's like sometime.
It's always been a few weeks or a month or 2 afterwards because
they have to, they have to collude Russia
exactly
to make sure that they're
down with Putin's and bring up the risk crackers and they have to talk about how this year's contract will come down. Yeah.
Like our goal is to at least place in a few of these categories.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be
top 3. We're top 10 in 4 different categories. It'd be awesome if we placed in top 3.
Yeah, and the thing is that, again, we usually wouldn't ask this much or this often, but however, this is a very special year for us. Both Crumb and myself have gone through a lot, and this is put the perfect cherry on top of the event.
It'd
Sunday.
Be so awesome.
It
would make 2020 great again. That's what.
Oh yes.
Make 2020 great again. Amanda T says, was KCC the only convention in Ontario to happen this year? Major flagpole convention? I would say yes, actually.
I like to think that Kitchener Comic-Con is not the only convention in Southern Ontario. We're just the best for 2020.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the only one. Nothing else matters.
Exactly.
Nothing else matters. But no, in terms of the flagpole conventions, I think we were the only one.
No, what do you mean flagpole? I mean tent poles?
The flagship, major over a certain amount. I mean, you have like the little garage sales that were popping up around.
Yeah, those conventions are always fun to go to. It's like, hey, come on in, kids. Come down to the flea circus. You can see the fleas do the trapeze. You can see them jump through hoops of fire. Spend $5 to get on in. Tables.
Yeah.
$20 to purchase.
So Fan Expo was not connected to Anime North. I mean, they're peripherally connected probably through sponsors, but in terms of management, they're separate. They're managed separately.
Honestly, they definitely are separate. They're not under the same umbrella or the same major corporation, but sponsors.
I think they share a couple sponsors, but that's about it.
They used to have a really tight relationship between the two events, but after a while, Fan Expo said that we're just doing our own thing.
Seems, and Amanda T says, it seems like all others were canceled anime wise. I don't think there was another anime convention. There might be one other one.
Yeah,
but I think that's still up in the air because that's going in November. And good evening, Action Toys channel. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to a non-spooky broadcast. Tom P's
always liked going through the dealers room at comic conventions. Always like to reminisce about toys you saw in my youth. I absolutely agree. That's the best part about conventions. People seem to forget that. Because like conventions, just like bringing in these pop figurines and bringing in like
everyone likes pops.
Bringing in like the 17th version of a character that from the 14th version of a series. I mean, here's the thing. Okay.
What's your thing?
You want to talk to me about? You want to get me excited? Okay, great.
Yes.
Let's talk about Power Rangers. Awesome. We can get the Black Power Ranger. Great. From which series? From the 17th fucking Power Ranger series, In Space Ninja Gaiden. I don't know who these people are. I've never seen them in my life.
And that's not the 35th season. That's the 17th.
I mean,
season.
I would rather get the person who played the fucking Super Sentai Ranger from Japan. I've never seen him either, but at least he's like relevant.
After a while, that Power Ranger franchise just went in a whole bunch of different directions all at the same time. The original cast of Power Rangers, you want to talk about bad luck, bud? Oh my goodness gracious, on a hockey stick. There's some really weird energy / karma with first season cast, like people dying, people going to jail, people breaking down. The only person that managed to get out of it was Tommy.
I know, right? Well, I mean, like, what's her name? I know her name. It's the girl who played Kimberly.
Okay,
Pink Ranger. She's just done pretty good for herself too.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, she has. She's been in Toronto. She's doing a couple of projects, so forth. I believe she lives in LA.
They're like the only two that really skyrocketed off of that.
Did you happen to Red Ranger?
Yeah,
he went to jail.
Yeah,
and if I'm not mistaken, for beating his roommate up with a sword.
I think he like murdered somebody.
I don't know. I just know there's a sword involved and a roommate. It's like
Amy Jo Johnson. Thank you, Amanda, for that.
Thank you, Amanda.
Tickle My Tombstone says just squeezed in a half an hour of a 4 hour, the last half hour of a 4 hour course, and 20 minutes to make it here. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for stopping in. She's working hard, by the way.
Favorite cinnamon toast has arrived.
Yes.
Yes.
I could smell the cinnamon.
So I mean, that's like a big thing though. It's like the interesting, cool, unique things that you can only see at a convention.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Gav is saying the Red Ranger out of Wild Force, not the original series. It was a katana. Oh my god,
it's an S word.
There you go. So it's like going to conventions used to be about like getting really cool stuff. For anime conventions, it used to be about getting the copy of that anime, daisy chaining to like 17 VCRs.
That's back in the day.
It's getting stuff that you can't get at the store.
You know what? Hold on, just want to put a circle on this just for a second. I think we should bring that back and just copy Marvel movies or something.
Well, that would be all kinds of copyright nonsense.
Oh, it would be, but I think it'd be funny. Would you imagine the court case? Because obviously we got our friends who would just take us right to Disney, going, "What? Kitchen Comic-Con's a bad event. What are they doing? They're breaking out VCRs. How many? 17 of them. And what are they doing with them? Copying Marvel movies." Wait a second.
I forgot one more thing.
Oh, okay.
That got canceled. This one was breaking news. This one happened like apparently today.
Really? Well, I've been napping all day, so.
Well, you missed it.
Oh, well, no, I didn't.
This one apparently happened on the show. Today.
That's when the Colvolt gets all frisky after midnight.
The stroke of 1201. The stroke of 1201.
The Colvolt comes out from the corners of the city.
Don't feed
societies.
Don't feed the strippers money after midnight.
I gotta say, and whatever you do, whatever happens,
don't put them in water.
Don't get them wet.
Whatever you do,
don't get them wet because they start multiplying, and there's more of them. Oh my god! But you know what? I got this great idea for your crib. We'll just shut down the strippers. We'll put like restrictions on the restaurants. Get the Colvolt at bay. But the school stuff, we'll just keep that going. You know what I mean? Well, let that go.
Right. Let's just let people like in the tens of thousands into stores. I mean, let's make it so that like the Walmarts and the Canadian Tires and the Costco's, they're not allowed to refuse people but have people go in there.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I expect, and this is again,
sorry,
looking into my crumb crystal ball here.
All right. What was it?
I fully expect that we're gonna see within the next like 4 months or so, because this stuff's not going away in 4 months. We're gonna see within the next 4 months or so that government's gonna roll out mandated shopping days for certain demographics. So like if you're 25 to 35, you can shop on Mondays from this time to this time and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they were doing that.
We're almost there.
Before the pandemic hit.
We're almost there.
Yeah. Well, remember, Terry Gilligan made a documentary called 12 Monkeys. And within that documentary, it was explained to all exactly what needs to take place when you're going out in public. So practice what Bruce Willis does. Wear 2 sheets of plastic clothing,
Yeah.
Make sure you get your blood tested when you come back in from the scary outside.
It's getting so crazy.
Yeah, honestly,
getting so crazy.
It really, really is. And the thing is, this is what's this before? So Ranson.
Amanda's asking, does KCC have a plan in place if this pandemic continues next year? We always have a plan.
Of course,
we have a plan.
Wait a second, Amanda. Amanda. All right. Anyways, as my little rant continues on here. I'm blaming this right on the government. This is my honest opinion. Why? Because it's like, hey, let's bring the kids back to school. No. Kids are usually, snot-nosed little creatures of darkness. So let's put them all in a room and things will be fine.
Well, you know what this is going to mean.
Well, right? What's this going to mean?
I mean, like, because these people need to make money still, obviously.
And who's these people?
Those people.
Oh, those people.
Those people. The ladies of the dancing poles.
Okay.
They have to make money somehow, right? And so you think that, I mean, this is probably going to push more of a red light district type of thing, right?
Well, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff taking place because people are going to need to make their money. And on top of all that, are we hearing any legislation for evictions? No. And if I'm not mistaken,
no, there is for businesses, not for residential.
Oh, that's not interesting. Businesses this time.
Businesses. There's a stay on evictions for businesses, but nothing residential.
Yep. And on top of that, the new throne speech just came out or coming out. The NDP and the Liberal government sat down and said, okay.
Of course they're going to. Of course,
the people. What are we going to do? And obviously, the throne speech will be passed to the NDP intervention. So, but however, one good thing that's coming up is that federally, there will be federal sick days be paid for. So that's going to be interesting.
That's what we got here. Underground strip clubs. There's $1 million idea.
Yeah, it's in the sewer system with the giant mutated turtles and alligators. And
no trick or treating.
Yeah.
I mean, going on what you're saying there, Mr. Hop.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
So did I. It's like I was talking about the government inserting
government stuff. Yeah. So the CERB is ending. I guess today is the last day. I don't know why today's the last day, but that's whatever. So they're officially rolling over. They're officially rolling it to the CRB, the Canadian Response Benefit. I don't know why they took out the emergency part, but whatever. So CRB and EI.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Just for a second, they took out the emergency part.
Yeah. And so you can either qualify for employment insurance if you're not working. So here's the thing. If you're not working, if you're out of work because of COVID reasons, you are on employment insurance. If you are working, but you're making less than 50%, at least less than 50% of what you were making, then you qualify for the CRB, which will only pay you $1,000 a month instead of $2,000 a month.
Okay. Have you heard?
And if you're still working, but you're reduced and you're still not making what they consider a living wage, you're fucked.
Okay. Well, basically, as I said before, just really, really recently, like the last few days.
But the other part to that is the federal sick day thing that you're talking about.
Yep.
That is only if you are self-isolating for 2 weeks.
Oh.
So if you're self-isolating because of COVID, you get paid by the government to be off for 2 weeks, and that's it.
Gotcha. Has the throne speech come out yet?
Yeah, he did it like a few days ago.
He did it?
He did it like a few days ago.
Yeah, I gotcha. Cools.
And the funny part is, it's like, so this is where the parliament is really dumb and weird, right? So it says that in parliament's thing, the government has to put up a chance for the rest of the parliament to vote. Like, so the prime minister or whatever, the ruling party has to choose a day for the speech to be voted on as like a confidence vote.
Yep.
But there's no time limit.
Say that again.
Sorry. So they have to put out, I think, 4 days.
Okay.
They have to choose 4 days that it has to be voted on.
Okay.
But but there's no strict time limit as to what those days have to be. So he could like literally just not have a vote on it for like a month if he wanted to.
Sure.
I know.
Why not? Welcome to 2020. Nothing makes sense to me. I'm your host.
I'm guessing like the spirit behind that is to give parties time to discuss it and come to an agreement before going to vote.
So, but like when you say spirits, you mean they're actually fucking drinking in the House of Commons?
Well, I mean, I would.
I think we're both the alcoholics, for God's sakes. It's like, oh, that's a Trump speech.
Yeah, where's the
200-year-old whiskey? We're gonna need some of that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Action Toys is asking what was said about the CRB stuff. So,
yeah,
if you are not employed, currently and you're out of a job, you're unemployed, you qualify for employment insurance as long as you're actively seeking a job and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
If you are currently employed and you're making less than 50% of what you were because of COVID, so like if you had to cut hours or you had to cut back days of work or whatever else because of COVID related shit, then you qualify for the CRB. However, if you're making at least 50% or more, you don't qualify for anything.
Yep.
Eat shit.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
Yeah. So I mean, there was rumblings that Trudeau was going to table a universal basic income, but that didn't materialize.
I wonder why.
It's interesting.
It is.
Because I mean, the economy has been booming with the CERB.
Oh yeah.
Like people have been going out and buying stuff. Like I can attest as someone who works in a shopping center.
Yeah.
Right. I can attest that every fucking day has been record breaking numbers, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic.
You do know that universal income was test driven back like the late 70s, early 80s.
Well, yeah, right? It's been tested like a bunch of different places, and it's worked every single place it's worked.
Yep. And they shut it down quietly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we almost had that. It
works too well.
Ford government. Yeah, before the Ford government came in, because they kind of nixed that idea. Because remember, there was some friends of mine in Hamilton that was looking forward towards, the wage, universal wage thing, and government went, no, we're getting rid of that.
Because here's the thing, Mr. Hop.
All right, what's the thing?
When you're in the middle of a pandemic that you're trying to push. You're trying to get the media to push. You're trying to get everything to push and trying to get everyone on board so that you can have more control over your controllable assets, i.e., your weakened citizens that aren't making more money than the country is. Yeah. You want their morale to be low.
Oh, really? And why are we crushing spirits today?
You want their morale to be low because you want them to rely on you. You want them to listen to the news. You want them to like not think for themselves. You want them to turn on the television and get answers. Who turns
on a fucking TV in 2020?
I know, it's crazy. That's right in there. But that's the thing. It's like, and this is tinfoil hat conspiracy stuff. But
of course,
honestly, it's like you see that the CERB was working, and it was working exceptionally well, and businesses were making money. Et cetera, and businesses could still afford to pay their people. And now this argument that this argument that the CERB was disincentivizing going back to work is bullshit.
Yeah, that's a big word. Goodness gracious,
it's bullshit. That's what it is.
Oh, I completely
They're saying that people don't want to go back to work because they're on welfare or CERB or social assistance or
they're getting free money. So why would
they go free money?
Yep. Why would they go back to work? Why do they need a safety net? Because working. Crumb, I really have to tell you, I really, really do. You are my hero because you're a frontline worker.
Oh,
and the thing is that you go out there every single day, you risk your health for the sake of consumerism, and God damn it, I just want to staple a red towel to your back and
just staple a red doormat to me. I'll just lie down. literally frontline grocery workers going out making less than $2,000 a month.
Yep.
Now getting and literally they could apply for CERB and make $2,000 a month.
Yep.
And make a living wage, etc. And now it's getting ripped away from them, so now they can go back to living in poverty.
Yep. Isn't that
as
great?
Well as going in and risking their health every single day and potentially getting sick or injured.
And on top of that, how does it taste of bootstraps really taste like when you start tightening that belt? Because, as middle class, lower class individuals, we simply have to do more with less. A lot more less.
I don't understand this
Maybe
ridiculous world we live in.
Well, welcome to 2020. I'm going to say that an awful lot. Unfortunately, it's like it used to make sense. We were almost there. Well, let's get hit by
we were so close.
Yeah,
we were so close to fixing so many fucking problems, and here we are again.
Yep, exactly.
And Randy Scribner Jr. says, "Did you guys hear about Hank Tucker? Will be doing sketch cards and covers for Alterna on their latest Indiegogo. Man worked from everything from G.I. Joe to the Tick. That's very cool.
Ooh,
that is very cool.
That's a little chewy.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and no, I've not heard of that. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. Very cool.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that either. Yeah. That does remind me. I did promise.
What'd you promise?
That we were going to shill something on stream today. So one of our Supreme Canuckleheads, he's been under the weather, hasn't been able to join us. But he asked me in place of him today that we shill the fundraiser. I don't really know much about this. It's pretty much.
Let's improv it. What we got?
But here we go. Mike Moon's mission. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm reading it now.
All right.
Mike Moon's mission. So he, I'm under. From what I'm understanding, this is one of our our Supreme Canuckleheads good friends that have passed away, and they're raising money to, I guess, donate to his family. He was known as Mini Mike to his friends. Mike was taken from the world suddenly on July 16th after having complications from a heart condition. And so in his short 33 years, he's only 33 years old.
Wow.
Holy cow. Brought together people from all walks of life, considered himself a simple guy. And I would say he was spontaneous, affectionate, thoughtful. So apparently this guy was a really, really nice person. The total cost of his service is $7,500 US. They want to cover $10,000 to cover the additional fees because GoFundMe does charge for donations. Jesus, and if you want to donate to this cause, you can do it right at the GoFundMe, which we can put the link in the chat. Just 1 second here. I'll put the link in the chat here.
Throw them a couple of bucks. It's a good cause.
That's a really terrible fucking link, but let me just pull that. Let me pull up the shorter one because that other link is better.
There you go.
Sexy short link. Here we go.
Let it swing around the pole.
So go to the go to that GoFundMe. You can spare $1 or $2. I'm going to donate a couple dollars off a stream here. You can also, if you're a Canadian and you don't want to use GoFundMe because they're vipers, you can also donate. Choose the e-transfer option. There's an email in the description here that you can e-transfer.
If I could suggest anything, use that. Why give GoFundMe more money?
Exactly. And anything that's above and beyond, they're going to be donating to the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Canada in memory of Michael James Baker. So.
And just think, Michael's still pulling. Well,
it's Mike's Moon mission.
Yeah.
So because I know that there was something else to this. I know I read this here.
All right.
That's what it was. That's why it's costing so much. Okay, so his funeral stuff and all that stuff, $7,500. They are hoping. Here we go. We're working with funeral home called Beyond Burials to give Mike a legendary send-off to the moon. So Beyond Burials working with NASA and their Artemis space program to make this dream of his a reality. So it looks like they're working with the funeral home to try and get his remains put on a rocket that they're going to send up to the moon. So that would be a really, really sweet send-off for apparently someone who was very loved, very kind, very generous in his lifetime. So if you get a moment, check out that GoFundMe. Go do that, all that good stuff. And let's make that a reality. I'm just going to stop that for a moment.
There we go.
So I'm going to drop a 10 on there. I'm just going to do this off screen so you guys can't take my fucking credit card information. Nest of vipers.
You know they're all ready. It's just there. Screen captures.
They're all ready for it.
Yeah. Are you ready for this? Screen capture. I'm going to have my whole Transformer collection. I'm going to decorate the house with it. Oh, goodness.
All right. Let me just pull that back up. So I can't afford a whole lot, but...
Did you put 10 in?
I put 10 on, yeah.
All right.
I put $10, so I tossed in 10. There's my confirmation.
There you go. Look at that.
And my email, so you lunatics can email me a million times.
There you go.
All right, we're good.
Come just dust yourself. There it is.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for indulging me there for that moment, but I made a promise to shill that today, so we did.
That's not too bad.
Told you guys it was a somber stream today. It's like
it is. This is sucking. This sucks.
Well, what are we gonna do about it?
Play the crap song.
I don't want to do that right after
Oktoberfest in a box.
I don't want to put Oktoberfest's remains into a rocket.
Ship that shit to the moon. Fuck.
I'm just so you're like. Just so we're clear, I'm not going to play the crab song after we just chilled a GoFundMe for a guy who died.
I don't find that inappropriate whatsoever.
Oh my god. Everything was going great this year. Kitchener Comic Con took place, great attendance, and then boom, everything goes to the pot. Exactly. We were the showstopper. We were the showstopper.
With the sweet chin music. Done. We told everyone
tickle my tombstone. Tickle my tombstone and Mike both want you to know that CRB sounds like CRBs.
Sorry. Oh fuck.
There you go. No, I think it's so weird because like everything in the universe came together to make sure that Vic could come to our convention.
Vic wasn't going to show up to our event.
I know.
No, he's not going to show up.
We were going to satellite him in. It was going to be a dumpster fire.
We're going to beam him in.
We can't actually have him in. Yeah,
and he's going to be here. He's only going to be here for the Saturday.
Yeah. No, he was here the whole weekend, but that's fine.
Shit. Ripping apart City Hall, which was awesome. So it's like a pit bull with his brand new favorite two choice. So
like the entire universe just like conspired to bring everything together. It kept the borders open, it kept everything, and then like immediately after everything shut down. We literally shut the entire season down.
It's all Vic's fault.
Well, I mean, like honestly though.
Maybe there's a reason why Vic was canceled through every event in Canada. But do we listen to those secret scrolls? No. Do we listen to the secret text? No. We went, we're going to do this because it's the right thing to do.
But that's the thing. It's like we had our show, and then the universe was like, you know what? Yeah. We don't need any other show. That was it. How can you top that?
Exactly.
How can you top that?
You can't.
You can't.
You cannot.
So it's going to be something that we talk about for the rest of the year because it's the only show that mattered this year.
And we're going to talk about it again and again and again. Number one, baby.
Maybe we'll just like spread the rumor that it was just a scroll. Like it was just like Vic was just a scroll. It was just a plan the whole time.
How do we explain Nick then?
I guess he's a Skrull too.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of Skrulls, have you heard what Disney Plus is doing recently?
Not yet.
Basically, they're making a Agents of S.W.O.R.D. with my favorite actor, Samuel L. Jackson, and they're going to be doing the Secret Invasion comic line with that.
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
WandaVision dropped their final trailer of the day, and
oh my god, that internet looks like a dumpster fire. Let me just say.
One second. The internet went fucking nuts. They really seem to like this. But however, what's a trailer supposed to do? Get people excited for the show, etc., etc. Blah blah blah.
Is it just her like fever dream of her just like slowly going insane?
This is the thing. A lot of people may or may not know this. A lot of people don't know this, but Wanda is one of the most powerful mutants.
I know she is. Yeah.
With all dimensions. So basically, every time her power expands, she loses her fucking mind. And on top of that, with Vision going, dying and stuff like that, and her brother dying, other stuff like that, that's going to leave a mental marker too. So when you got the most powerful mutant of all dimensions slowly losing her mind.
That's what I mean. It's like, is that what this show is? It's just her like having a lunatic dream, like.
That's the funny part. It's going to be scenarios, not quite a dream, and it's going to lead up to the new Spider-Man film. No, Doctor Strange film. Sorry, Doctor Strange film, which is basically
the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's all going to make sense, and it's all going to be wonderful because basically, what Disney Plus wants to do is use Disney Plus again to explain background stuff. So when you go to the movies, you already know what the background is.
I mean, I guess, but
yeah.
I hope we don't get into a situation like Star Wars. It's like, you need to read the books to understand the movie.
Oh, fuck. Are we touching that third rail there?
You have to first understand what a crumpet. You have to first understand what a crumpet is before you understand cricket, okay?
What are we doing? This is true. Who's the girl with the purple hair? Shh. You have to read 12 volumes of books to understand really what's going on. Is this a fucking book report? Well, yeah.
Oh my god. Like
what? There's a test before you're gonna watch a fucking movie now? Good lord.
So
they wonder why theaters are fucking sucking.
So with Oktoberfest finally having its plug pulled, and they're pushing a virtual experience.
Wait a second.
How
phrasing? Yeah, Oktoberfest is getting ziggy. Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess I've always had a virtual Oktoberfest experience because I always stay home and just get drunk, I guess.
As you watch, dude, one second. Do you remember the news reports for the last 2 years, Crumb? Like, do you honestly remember those by chance? What a sad state of affairs. 2 years ago, I'm downtown with my fucking zombies walking around, and there's no one there.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking no one. Demonetized by Google. And the year after, they're going, oh, we're going to bring Oktoberfest, this hip and new place on the edge of fucking town. Any event coordinator picked up a silver bullet and air conditioned their fucking head. Like, what are you people doing? And then all of a sudden this year, we're gone virtual.
Yeah, that shit like blew my mind.
Dust?
That shit blew my mind. Until I made 99X is saying it sounds like a Christmas log on Christmas log fire on television. Yeah. The only difference, honestly, you see people take selfies.
People enjoy watching that. Yeah. People
true.
Engage with the Christmas log fire every single year. Go to my parents' place. I'll put a log on. That's it. Done. Do you hear people saying that about Oktoberfest this year? Oh my god.
Well, it's like, that's the thing. It's like first you see people like it's spring break. I'm gonna take selfies of me drinking beer with my friends. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Virtual spring break. Virtual Oktoberfest. I'm gonna take selfies of me wearing lederhosen and getting drunk with my friends.
Remember, Thanksgiving canceled. Oktoberfest 100% full speed ahead.
I guess we'll have virtual turkey as well.
I guess. Virtual fucking labels.
Oh my goodness.
I don't believe this. Like, we're event coordinators. Would you imagine how far my eyeballs from the back of my head was sitting on the board of directors? Like,
I lose my mind.
I think we'll be fighting over who's going on the table first, beat the crap out of the kid that brought this idea up. It's like, okay, we sucked the last 2 years. We're new board of directors. All right, everyone on board? Good. Let's open the table up. Let's hear some ideas. Let's go virtual. I break up my fucking gun, shoot the guy in the head, going, nope, we ain't doing that. Think about something else. At least that'd be my fantasy board meeting. But
well,
however,
remember what I said a little while ago about how everything is going to go virtual this year?
Did you say that?
I did.
Did I wash your mouth out with soap? I'm sorry. No, all right.
I said that is the next that's the next wave of things.
I fucking hate that so much. They should have just canceled. Unless it's tied to a fucking contract.
But Mr. Hop, they can't let people move on. That's the problem. If they let people move on, they don't, like, they lose the hooks in these people, and next year
they lost the hooks 2 years ago.
Well, exactly.
And the new board of directors, it's like,
but if they let them go and they cancel it this year, because I guarantee you next year, when we're still in May and we still have to wear masks and we still have a limit of 100 people in a fucking building, Anime North is not going to be the same. Anime North's going to try the virtual thing again.
Oh, good Lord.
Fan Expo is going to try the virtual thing again.
Yeah, how'd that work out? How'd that work out? San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, isn't it funny that Fan Expo was like the first one to like reschedule later, and they never at all entertained the idea of a virtual event.
No,
I mean they had like they had their stupid like for the fans thing. By the way,
exactly.
By the way,
do it.
Fan Expo putting you on blast.
There you go.
Because Fan Expo, this fucking multi-million-dollar corporation,
billion-dollar industry that's internationally known with the empire deep in North America.
Team. I'm pretty sure their social media team is bigger than our entire convention team.
You got the Dolphins with the pool ideas, pool balls ideas.
And guess what hashtag they chose?
Tell them
for Fan Expo's little fan project. Hashtag for the fans.
Oh, would you look at that? Who brought that idea forward?
My goodness.
That'd be us.
My goodness.
Once again, they're going after our crumbs that fall off the table.
Whoops. And Tom P says that virtual stuff is crap. Cons are meant to be an in-person social experience.
Yes,
I agree. And I've been banging this tambourine. I've been saying, look, virtual conventions are nice, but they're not a replacement. They're a supplement. If you you can have your in-person event and then supplement it with a virtual experience.
Yep.
Don't replace it with a virtual experience, because if you don't have a physical event, you don't have a virtual event.
Yep. And they're all sucking. They're all fucking sucking. And the thing is that I'm not going to give them any ideas how to improve their business model, because heaven fucking forbids they haven't hired the two of us to do that.
Exactly.
And the thing is that they just don't deserve it. The thing is that I know and you know exactly where they're fucking going wrong. Mm-hmm. And they're just fucking stupid, because they thought, oh, this is gonna be funny. They thought that their brand would hold so much weight that flipping from one aspect to another would be as simple as just switching and clicking on a mouse. Yep. Because everyone around the world will be able to enjoy what's going on. And at the same time, you know what? They fucked it up from the get-go. And the two of us, we were laughing and we're seeing their plans, see the little Twitch, the little YouTube stuff. And it's like, you guys are going to suck. Oh, you're just being pessimistic. No. Full fucking stop.
Y'all going to suck.
Between Crumb and myself, 35 years of broadcasting with me alone through every possible spectrum you could think of. I've been there like a dirty fucking shirt. Yes, that grants us the authority to look at your plan and go, you know what? This fucking sucks. Your people being stupid. And you're not doing it right. You're not. And you know what? You're going to fuck it up next year because heaven forbids. What did you learn this year? Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Stupid fucking people more money than us. Fuck those guys.
So here's another thing. And like Tickle My Tombstone says, like, what's the point of conventions if you can't attend? I mean, obviously.
Well, no, wait a second. Tombstone, you can attend. You can attend online and buy a $30 pass and show it all your virtual friends. Go, oh, look at that. I've got money I like to throw away. Heaven forbids, Funimation doesn't need it.
Here's the thing that they failed to do. These conventions from A to Z, what they failed to do. Okay.
Okay.
They failed to look at the conventions that could make virtual work.
Yes.
They failed to look at GDQ.
Mm-hmm.
They failed to look at AGDQ and SGDQ. Mm-hmm. They failed to look at those and said, why do these Twitch conventions work? Now, you have your physical event and for those who don't know, GDQ is Games Done Quick.
Yeah.
Basically, It's a speedrunner event where a bunch of people go. You get a bunch of people speedrunning a bunch of different games, popular games, obscure games, games that no one's ever heard about. You have weird things as well. Like there was one guy who played Punch-Out and Punch-Out 2 simultaneously while blindfolded.
I heard about this, yeah.
Like this happens at these events. Like it's cool stuff like that. It's like, oh my God, you had to be there to see it. But that stuff has been still going on virtually because it works.
Yeah.
Because like it's nice to have the crowd interaction.
Yep.
When you're there and and you have the people and all that stuff happens and they collect something and this crowd says something stupid and it's like just memes and it's funny and you have that atmosphere. It's great. But you can also take that and bring that into a virtual context because you have like the Twitch chat. You can still have memes, you can still joke around. But in terms of a convention, when you're going there to purchase things or see things that you've never seen before or look at really cool costumes, you're taking away the physical aspect of that when you bring that to a virtual.
The biggest thing is it's a difference between using acrylic paint and gouache. If you don't know what that means, I'm not going to fucking tell you, but it means a lot.
Yeah.
Good luck. Conventions that don't want to work with us. Good fucking luck.
Exactly.
They do not deserve a moment of our critique with that because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's true.
Good luck.
It's true.
Gonna need it. All right,
and Toyman saying the only time a virtual one will work is when you're so dang big you can't get everyone in the room or hall, but you want everyone at the show to be a part of the programming. Exactly. 100% true.
That involves the physical aspect of things, not a replacement.
Exactly.
Even when the stuff that Crumb just told you, that is just a small fucking part of it.
Yeah.
Horribly microscopic part. And the thing is that the biggest flaw with every event, except for ours, and our event initiatives, plural, they're all capitalistic. Every single last one of them. I went to AN and I was going to give all this to them on a silver fucking platter. But the executives couldn't wrap their fucking heads around it. Matter of fact, they said, well, why do we want to do this? Others said, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, you got too much ego, Mr. Hop. We can't have you part of our event anymore. You're thinking too much out of the box, trying to take over our event. Off the cornfield.
It comes down to hubris, right?
Oh,
it comes down to ego and hubris.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, I'll throw out ideas. And the funny fact is, I can throw out golden opportunity ideas, $1 million ideas, and I'm comfortable that no one is going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know how to make it a success. So I can sit here, for example, there's a board game convention that is still on the board for the end of the year. Lord knows that's going to get canceled. But here's the thing.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
So I'm going to pitch this to chat. I'm gonna pitch this chat real quick here.
Pitch
right?
the chat, the best chats all
YouTube. If Mr. Hop and myself were to tell you that we were going to create a virtual convention that featured like a bunch of different opportunities to play in like one-off role-playing games, and it's all done over like Discord and Twitch, and every hour it'll feature a different, it'll spotlight a specific game or board game or virtual game or something like that, party game. Like 1 hour it'll be like the people who signed up to play Dungeons and Dragons, they'll have their Dungeons and Dragons broadcast on Twitch for an hour, and then it switches to an hour of people playing what the hell is it called, Among Us, for an hour, and then it switches to people playing virtual Monopoly, and then it switches to people playing on like a virtual board game thing for an hour. Would you guys tune in and watch that? Would you guys be entertained by that? And this is something like you could set up multiple different lobbies, right? I'm getting
ideas, and I can't share them the rest of the chat.
But would that be something that the chat wanted to do?
This is awesome ideas.
Would that be something the chat would tune into? And this is something that is, mind you, it's free. You guys don't have to. You don't have to pay to get in. You don't have to pay to watch it. There might be like a small fee if you want to get in on the premium games. Like if you want to be in on the televised games, like quote unquote televised, but streamed games, then maybe you pay $5 to get into those to make sure that you're in there, or whatever. But then you have what comes down to it is you get money from sponsors, right? You have sponsors plastered all over your stream, all over your overlay. People are watching it. You have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people watching it. Blah, blah, blah. Then you have a charity portion to it as well, right? Because Games Done Quick, they don't just, like, of course they sell tickets for their events and they have all that fun stuff. But you know what they do? They usually pick a charity and they advertise that charity, or they have people donate. So they'll have like two charities going head to head. And it'd be like, all right, well, if you want us to get the secret ending, you have to reach the charity goal of $10,000. Or if you want us to wear this specific outfit, there's like 7 outfits the character can wear. Whichever of the outfits gets the highest amount of donations, we're going to get that one. And then people donate constantly to get their stuff read on stream, etc., etc. That's that stuff. So you get the donation in there. You get people watching the stream. You do all of that stuff. Would that be something that you guys wanted to tune in into and watch?
And that's just the beginning of the ideas.
Yeah. Like this is stuff that you could like easily set up, and you get people. You get people tuning into that and watching it, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there to chat. I don't know if Mr. Hop, what you had.
Well, the funny thing is I'm not sharing anything. Nope. Why? Because when we execute our ideas, it is going to be a brand new point moving forward. I changed the game in Toronto when I first worked with Anime North. I was thrown in the cornfield. I know how to make cream corn, popcorn, sweet corns, everything else in between. And I'm going to tell everyone now, we're going to figure out this enigma, this puzzle, and we're going to execute it, and we're going to execute it well, and we'll be really, really successful. That's it. So good luck.
And Action Toys channel is saying, on a serious note, I would watch this type of virtual con.
Of course you would. And this just phase 1. Right? Wait till we really start cooking things.
That's like the stuff that you would put down on paper to build around, because that would be your foundation to build around.
Well, let's not share too much with the class, Crumb.
Well, this is the thing, Mr. Hop.
Yeah.
I already know. I could put this on a fucking blueprint, color by number piece of fucking paper for people.
Sorry.
And they could look at it and they would find a way to fuck it up.
Of course.
So I am perfectly comfortable putting it out there.
I'm just a little more guarded, and you know why. But however, I do understand what you mean. I get it.
It's like, that's the thing. But that's what I mean, though. It's like this type of thing. You run it through one channel, boom, there you go. You have everyone having a fun time, it's interesting time.
Oh yeah,
all that cool stuff.
Happy fun time.
Like, wouldn't it be funny? Like, wouldn't it be funny to like have a poker game where you have everyone playing like LARPing a character or something like that, playing a poker game?
Well, the thing is that I think that'd be
like this is the type of stuff that would be interesting. I would be interested in watching it on Twitch. So it's like that's. So I'm just pitching it out there to chat to see if people would be interested in watching that. Type of stuff.
The funny thing is that all of our ideas work.
Yeah.
I come up with an idea. You come up with an idea. We throw the ball back and forth. We define it. We craft it. We break it down. We know the good ideas to run with. Yep. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Throw us in the cornfield. Mistake. Should have fucking buried us. Oh well.
Well, they're trying. They're trying to sacrifice to the corn for the harvests.
Well, it's great. Bring the sacrifice because we're there, baby. We're there waiting. What's that video game that Pug plays again? Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Yeah.
Yeah. Dead by we're there. We're the hunters. We're just waiting. Oh, what do we got here?
Action toys. Why not both? Why not both? Which one? The burl or the fur? Oh my goodness. Why not both? Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, we could do Cards Against Humanity games. You can make any game fun if you get people LARPing or competing. Exactly. And there are so many party games out there. There's D20. There is like there's virtual board game thing where you literally have. So I don't know how many of y'all know about this one, but there's a virtual board game game where it's a table that is set up like it's you open the game and it's a table, and then you can virtually put on like whatever board game, it's Monopoly or Sorry or whatever else, and then you all play and blah blah blah. If you get pissed off, you can actually flip the table and send the pieces flying.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, like Uno, like all sorts of games you could play. And you could and you could stream them. Like you could do it. Like you do it over one day, 2 days, but like you could do it. It's doable. And yeah, I don't know. I think there's meat on that bone. I think it would be live chess. Oops, dang it, Govin.
Who said that? Who posted
that? Was Toy Man.
Oh,
suggesting it. But there we go. That's my thoughts on it. I think we're going to try and put something together like that as a special little event. See how things go. And the nice part is, guys, fam listening out there, and all of our competitors that we know have the ear to the wall, have the ear to the door, you know, we can supplement this on our convention as well. So if this goes well, or if it goes shitty and we learn from it, guess what we can do? We can have Kitchener Comic Con, and we can have a virtual component at the same time.
We've always had a virtual component.
Well, not always.
Well, you know what I fucking mean.
We've meant to, but it's never gotten off the ground.
Oh, what are you talking about? What did we do this year? Did people in Japan not see our stream with Vic and Nick? Yeah.
No.
They did. Yeah.
No, because we didn't get it off the ground. We got like half of Nick's stream going.
Well, the thing is that without demonetizing, what I'm trying to say here is that at least we tried.
Well, we know how to do it. Is the difference? Is we know how to do it now.
What do we got here?
And Nern is saying tournaments with the entry fee going to a charity, getting entry fee for charity to get into a bracket. Absolutely, yes.
That's one idea.
Yes, absolutely. There's so many different things that we can do. It's astonishing no one's tried it right now. Yeah. Because everyone is trying to follow each other. You see people trying to get in with the virtual tubers. That's a big push right now.
Virtual tubers. What the fuck's a virtual tuber?
It's literally someone that's using like a face cam, like a face rig app to read their face and then have a cartoon.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Okay. I know what that is now. Yeah. That's where dog comes from. That shit's funny though.
Yeah.
However.
But like I think it's a great opportunity, and especially for people out there that have like indie games, or they program indie games, or they want to make party games, or they want to do something like that. They want to showcase their independent game or their programming ability. Like Tom P is saying, like, want to have a virtual Sabacc game, like the one like it's in the Solo movie or like the Star Wars lore. Like, if someone could program that and like make it, because it's never been done before, and have it so that like have people can play it, or like have like the 3D chess games, that'd be cool. And then you could have them debut it at your event, and there you go. Like that's cool stuff. And this is the type of stuff that we're talking about. Like, our events, we innovate, we don't follow, and that tends to piss a lot of people off.
And the thing is that who takes their ideas, move forward with them?
Yeah. But
much.
I mean, it's the same sort of situation with like what happened with Vic, right? Vic innovated a lot in his industry, and
the biggest thing I'm not too impressed with is one of the largest conventions that's in Southern Ontario. Just seems to keep boring our ideas, add a little more spin to it, and they fail.
But we succeed, so
of course.
Who cares? Yeah. It's like, they can copy us all they want. That's fine. They don't have the Krabby Patty formula.
The Krabby Patty formula.
I will have the Krabby Patty formula.
Remember that little laugh he's got? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, but however,
that sponge.
However, yeah. So what else has failed this year horribly and epically?
Oh, I don't know. I think we might be seeing a lawsuit failing pretty soon.
Oh, really? What lawsuit is this?
Well, no, not failing. I guess the what? The defense.
What did you say, Crumb? What did you say?
The current one that's in appeals. We might see.
Oh, you're talking about
we might see that. We might see that narrative failing this year.
Oh, really? How do you figure?
Well, it's in appeals.
Yeah.
And you have people. You have the judges.
Yeah.
Who have basically been the ones that wrote this fucking law.
Yeah.
And I think what I meant to say was, I think you might see a TCPA fail by the end of the year.
And for everyone who doesn't know what that means, what does that mean briefly?
It's basically an anti-slap motion.
Okay.
I think we're going to see that fail by the end of the year. I mean, call me cautiously optimistic, but I think when you have people that actually have a brain in their skull reviewing this particular case, as opposed to a monkey with a gavel,
wearing clown shoes.
I don't think he was wearing any shoes, because I think he stepped on like a field of Lego as he walked up to the.
He crossed the hotbed of the Legolas.
Exactly. My goodness. And Toy Man is saying, yeah, they don't understand. It's because they don't understand what they're copying. Exactly. That's why I'm perfectly fine giving out ideas like this, because I know that they're going to have no idea how to fit the pieces together. Vic succeeds because he cares about the fans. Seems like other VAs only care about the con attendees as paychecks and nothing more. Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, the money is important, but it's not the only thing. And that's why a lot of these conventions are forgotten about.
Yeah. And isn't one of the judges on Vic's appeal an author of the TCPA? Yes. One of the judges that has been most quoted, or that particular defining case has been like the most quoted TCPA case. She's one of the decision makers in that one, as well as one of the other judges helped her pen that TCPA decision. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
This is true. This is true.
I think we might see something hopefully come back positively. I think a TCPA motion will fall flat just based on that. But I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. So my opinion.
We're a couple of people in Gooseland territory.
I know a lot of people have been asking my opinion about it. So I mean, that's my opinion of it. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the appeals were heard on the 22nd. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see something come out Might take a month. Hopefully it doesn't take a year.
Yeah. Well, as Nick keeps saying, this is not supposed to be a superstar race. This is going to be long, thought out, methodical.
Well, you want it to be too, right? You want them to make the right decision. So,
yep.
I mean, take all the time you need.
Because one of the few things that Nick said a long time ago, he didn't believe how quickly the court case was running at. Because
it was really odd.
Yeah, it's like, wow, shit. It's like one day it's like, you can have your case here in my courtroom. Next day, we've judged what's going on. Wow.
Now, I mean, if you want my prediction on it,
yeah, let's hear it.
If you want my prediction on it, just based on how fairy tale this entire situation has been, I'm going to predict that we get a decision just before Thanksgiving, U.S. Thanksgiving, not Canadian.
I was going to say, that's pretty tight.
No, I predict that we're going to hear a decision probably the week of American Thanksgiving.
I could see that.
That's my prediction. And I think my crystal ball here is going to say that it's going to be a favorable decision for Vic, and that it's going to go into Thanksgiving, giving people some warm cozies to think about. So
yep.
That's my thoughts.
Well, let's hope it all comes out. Should be interesting. Should be really interesting. And the thing is, I like to agree with what you just said. So let's focus on the positive.
And Toyman says, if that happens, see Soy Boy lose his mind and cry even harder.
Oh, I think he would lose his mind even more. Cry even harder.
Here's a funny story.
I like funnies and stories. You have my full undivided attention.
About everyone's least favorite appliance.
Well, hey. I know I'm going with that anyways.
So it recently came out. I don't even know where people found this, which is the funniest part. But somebody leaked this little Marmot's DMs.
Marmot.
Somebody leaked this little Marmot's Twitter DMs to the internet. And he's trying to claim that it was some hacker man's super high-tech hacker known as 4chan that has hacked into his Gmail, and he hacked into Monica's Gmail, and he hacked into Ron's Twitter account.
Hey, if you're going to use the password known as password 12345, what do you expect?
Well, here's the funny part, right?
All right.
I don't have all right, hackers, I don't have two-factor authentication on my Twitter. And I'm probably going to after this now.
Yeah, probably.
But I've never activated two-factor authentication on my Twitter, okay? I've never activated any security measures beyond whatever the fucking default bullshit Twitter shoves up my ass. That's fine. I just let it do its thing, and there you go. That's fine. Okay. So whenever I log in, and you guys can try this right now, open up Internet Explorer, because I know you've never used it in your life before. Open up Internet Explorer and log into Twitter using your login. You're going to get a notification from Twitter, even if you've never, ever, ever logged in, if you've never set up anything before. Log into Twitter from a different browser that you've never used before, and it's going to tell you, hey, this is a suspicious login. Did you do this? It'll email you. It'll fucking send you a notification. It'll do all of this. And it'll do it if you clear your cookies and log in. It'll do it if you look at Microsoft Edge and think about logging in. It will do that for you. So please tell me, Mr. Toye, if I can even call you that.
You.
Allegedly, Mr. Toye.
There you go.
How this is coming from a man.
Yeah.
Not even a man.
Manlet.
An alleged human being.
All right. Allegedly.
This is coming from a soy being that went to the FBI over getting a Nigerian prince text message. He got a scam text message, which was the equivalent of a Nigerian prince email. I'm guessing it was from Prince Anakwanak in Nigeria.
I know that mofo.
He went to the FBI over getting a spam message saying it was from some Vic supporter. Lost his fucking mind over it. How embarrassing indeed. Bad goat. So please tell me that this man who literally cannot keep his mouth shut, like, I can't even think of anything disgusting enough for this. Like, he couldn't keep his mouth shut if a skunk sprayed at him directly. He couldn't keep his mouth closed long enough. This idiot. This idiot.
Yeah.
Did not say a fucking word about someone allegedly hacking his Gmail or hacking Monica's Gmail or hacking his Twitter for months.
Weeks. So here's the $5 question, which is even funnier. As you clearly indicated, that if you use any form of other search engine or Explorer or stuff like that, it immediately sends a notification. And let's just say, for the sake of conversation, that Toy has his email hooked up to his cell phone. No indication has come through.
Yep.
So what does that tell you? Tells
elementary, my dear. What's up?
What's up?
You don't call me Holmes for no reason here.
That's right, eh?
Elementary, my dear. It came from inside the house.
You don't say.
It came from inside the house. And considering the screenshots were not mobile view, they came from a PC or laptop. Which ergo means that this fucking dog brain either logged into a random fucking PC in Dallas or wherever the fuck he lives and just left his Twitter logged in, and then somebody from the bushes, ran up and screen capped everything and then posted it online before, or somebody from his house copied the screenshots and saved them and posted them to the internet.
So do you think this is a Toy Soy inside job? I think we do. Let's vote with a Z, by the way. Not a Z.
So either scenario one.
Yeah.
Scenario one
presented.
Mr. Looney Tune himself set up this entire thing. He posted the screenshots. He took the screenshots because they were all very vanilla conversations. I mean, they weren't anything damning other than his really weird obsession with a 2-ton whale from out of state. It's super weird. I mean, bestiality is a sin, right? So,
especially the stuff.
Really, really weird about that. But outside of that,
walk on land, they must be executed.
Outside of that, really nothing salacious in the leaks that were shown.
Of course. Isn't that odd? But
the fact of the matter was, so it's like, okay, so either he leaked it himself and tried to make himself look good, and then try to come and say, well, I know exactly who it was. I have proof. I have metadata. Or another curious. Now, I hope this answer is reality, because this would make the perfect reality. Sunrise, sunset.
Buckle up.
Sunrise, sunset. If his son logged into his Twitter and screen capped it and did it. Let that sink in for a moment. Maybe it was JoJo, Ron Toye IV, that copied them and spread it all over the internet.
I feel bad for that kid.
Now, I know people will wonder, oh, well, what do you mean? Like, why would it be his son? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, well, go down the rabbit hole with me Go down the soybean soybean stock with me here for a moment.
You
just for a moment, just indulge me. All right. This kid doesn't need money. Right? That's fine. He doesn't need cash because he's got like a car, he's got all this other weird he's loaded apparently, right?
Yeah.
His father can afford like 50 lawsuits, no problem. He's loaded. So that's fine. Let's give him that. Let's give them that.
Sure. Right? No problem. Check. Got it.
Let's give them that.
All right.
The kid has an account on Tinder. He's 16 and he's posing as a 20-year-old on Tinder. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what if somebody, and I'm sad I didn't think of this myself because I'm just not as diabolical as I thought originally, I guess. What if somebody went on Tinder and found his profile and said, hey, I'll do something for you if you log into your dad's Twitter DMs and send them over to me, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Plausible. I honestly personally hope that that's the situation. I think it's more likely that Ron just did it himself.
Well, there's possible that.
But
there's also a third option. Who does Toy live with?
Well, allegedly lives with Monica.
Well, motivation. Wind the kid up. Watch him go around.
Mm-hmm.
But who really knows?
No. It's one of the three monkeys in that circus.
Mm-hmm.
And Jojo, I'm sorry for calling you a monkey, but until you leave that barrel, that's what you are.
poor little Chitlet Manlet Jr.
So this is the thing. It's like, the other part is just like was so fucking funny to sit here and watch Ron fillet this 2-ton whale about how great they are in law and how they need to move to Texas so Lemoyne can hire them as a law. I can't even say it with a straight face. A lawyer. I'm going to hire you to be part of my law firm.
I need help. There's a guy named Nick Regatta. He's an asshole.
Your first assignment is to go to Regatta's house and sit on it.
Ew. The question is, which house?
It doesn't matter. She just has to go to Minnesota and sit down.
There you go.
Cover the damn state.
Oh, ew. That's more than 2 tons. You realize that, right? We're talking like an invasion from a different dimension at that stage of the game.
Is it Toy interested in 2-ton because Monica's losing weight? I never realized that Toei was a feeder. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Holy Lord.
Oh, that was a fun we could have with that.
Yeah, back out. If you ever have a spontaneous middle of the day eclipse, that's probably what's happening.
It's what the secret texts have depicted. The end is nigh. The dimensions have opened up.
The mountains have moved.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, like, just for people out there that are saying it's some elite hacker man's like Russian SWAT team hacking Ron Toys, no, it's not. It was absolutely the call came from inside the house. Yeah. All I have to say about that.
Yeah, that's the only one that makes sense, because through all of this, one of the few things that Toy never said, he never got any notifications saying that someone elite.
He would have contacted Homeland Security.
Oh yeah, the FBI, the Mounties, the CIA, CSIS. Well, let's get the whole North America team involved. Let's get all the Apple.
He would have pulled a PPP and spread his asshole on fucking Twitter for everyone to see. If someone tried to hack his fucking accounts. So
don't need
let's make no mistake. Let's make no mistake here. Toye would have like hit fucking Mars before Elon Musk if that was the case.
There's definitely that. So needless to say, there's holes in the story.
I mean, there's holes bigger than the rips in certain people's jeans. So
yes, this is true. Why does he keep doing this? Fucking online cheap clout.
You know, he needs the attention.
Yeah.
He's a sad boy.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like when you leave your dog in the basement and you go to work and you come home and there's a fucking hole ripped through the door.
And your $2,000 couch has been ripped up.
And then you're like look at the dog and the dog's like, I have no idea what happened. I don't know.
I've been here all the time.
I was here the whole time. I didn't see anything.
Doggy.
It was the cat. I swear. It was the cat. Come on.
We don't have a cat. Oh yeah, we do. It's in the bag upstairs.
We don't have a cat no more. I tell you.
I got rid of that for you.
Got rid of that problem.
We had a cat, got rid of the cat. See, these are things you do when you lock me in the fucking basement. But that's okay. That's okay.
I'll forgive you this time. Don't do it again.
Well, here's my fucking leash. Just go for a walk.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly the situation here. It's like, oh my god.
Pretty much. I don't know where that little fucking mandolin omelet's going to end up at the end of all of this.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
On a serious note.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to end up in one of two situations.
Okay.
It's I guess one of three situations.
Yeah.
It'll end up in a fucking murder, a suicide, or a murder-suicide. One of those three situations.
Well, that's bleak. Fuck.
I'm not even kidding though. It's going down.
Wrong.
It's going down the road where this man is going to snap.
Yeah.
Like a fucking dry twig.
In the middle of the California forest.
California wildfire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it's getting to that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
it's not going to end well, is it?
No.
Regardless what takes place.
Let's just say this way, because we haven't heard anything from his ex-wife that he apparently has such a great relationship with. You know, you remember the ex-wife that he threatened to like chop her dog into pieces and murder a judge's son?
Everyone says that.
Remember that? Yeah. Like we haven't heard from her at all, even though he's promised that, we have a great relationship. We talk all the time. Like, we never hear from them. And the fact of the matter is, like, she barely has contact with this dude, and she apparently is still like, from what I can gather of the situation, right? Because I don't have any information to the contrary up to this point. Yeah. She seems to be terrified of him at long distance.
You think so?
Well, she doesn't dare say anything negative about him.
Or maybe she's trying to stay out of everything, which is the smartest play to take. There's that.
Like, that's the thing, though, is that he keeps bringing her into it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't say a fucking word about him.
Yeah.
And she can't say a word about him because of X, Y, or Z reason. We don't know. We don't see that. We don't see the reasons into there. But we can draw conclusions from his own words, his own actions, and his past actions.
His kids in lie an awful lot.
Yeah. Well, he clearly spends more time on his fucking Twitter than he does like parenting his child. He has no idea that his fucking son's like dropping hard R's on the internet. Apparently.
Really?
I mean, that'd be something that you'd hear if you're at home with your son. Yeah. you would hear your child screaming the N-word if they're playing Call of Duty. I guarantee you, because the kid has a headset on. He doesn't know how loud he's yelling.
Yeah.
So yes, guarantee you, if he was paying any attention at all to his son, then he would be.
Well, remember that one sequence where the kid said something negative, And then basically Toy.
I'll tell you what time it is.
Well,
I'm going to tell him what time it is.
It's his favorite stupid saying.
No. It was something about my dad abused my mom or something like that.
No, he was saying his mom abused him, but even that's questionable.
Yeah. And he bounced back by saying something, paraphrasing. You're damn right, son. I was weak at that point in time. It's like,
no, you're talking about when JoJo posted something about like men who beat women aren't real men or something.
Yeah.
And then like Toy like Ron liked it, and then it's like, you're darn right, son.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Imagine having to be a father figure in your home for your dad. Jesus Christ! What a fucking clown world.
Yeah, well, we're definitely behind the looking glass now.
Ugh.
I'm hoping that in the other dimension, the Sears Tower still stand. This dimension sucks. But
well,
I don't know. This whole thing is going to end like the movie theater.
I'll stop my life to tweet at you.
Who requests that? Who was that? Was that Tom P?
That was Tom P.
There you go.
There you have it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh my god. Like, where do these people come from?
I don't know.
Like, this is such a weird.
As I was telling our sponsors when we were getting things together, I said, "Look, we're bringing guests in from the States.
This is getting
names, and the thing is, I'm almost done. And the thing is, I'm going to say, look, sometimes superstars have their fans that really appreciate them, and then they have fans that have lost their fucking minds, and we don't hear about those too often. But when we do, they present themselves, and I think Toy is part of that. Because again, I'm looking at all this from a different perspective. What's this?
Everyone loves Gab saying, I found all these Monica Obese jokes horrible. Don't you think she's had enough on her plate? I wasn't. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But we're not making fun of Monica's weight. We're making fun of a 2-ton. We're making fun of a 2-ton flightless bird out of state. So
yeah, pretty much. Monica has a ton to look at and worry about.
But no, it's so funny. This entire situation has been such a goddamn fairy tale. I'm pretty sure Disney's already in production to make a fucking movie out of it.
They're gonna need those wins, and Vic can provide wins.
It's been such a goddamn fairy tale that Disney's about to appropriate it at this point. Like,
we'll just change the names a little bit.
Exactly.
Add a little spice here and there. Oh, look, a whole new story.
Exactly. Like, holy shit.
It's called Balls of Dragon, and there was a voice actor.
Balls of Steel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I agree.
It's the strangest thing, because like you literally have like the most stereotypical mustache twirling villains in this story.
Oh god. Yep. We do. And these are the people that present to the forefront. Just imagine what's happening behind the scenes.
Toyman's asking which one's the princess? Obviously Vic. Vic is
there it is. Oh, of course. Obviously. Is there a fucking doubt? Look at Vic's hair. It's so dreamy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. No, just I don't know. This whole thing's not going to end nicely. We both know the combustible elements towards this, and we know exactly what type of therapy people are getting, and it's not too good because chop wood, carry water. I'm reading an owner manual on how to be more human. An owner manual.
Yeah, he's reading his owner's manual.
Exactly. We're not birds with one. But you know what? You look online hard enough, you can find a thing or two. All right.
I mean, honestly, at this point, we're getting so fucking deep into this. It's like, my god.
I know. See, the thing about me, as I was trying to say before, I'm trying to look at things from a different perspective as much as we can. So we could see things if something decides to go sideways. Besides Toy's fucking consciousness of her slow grip of losing reality. Goodness gracious.
Well, I'm still trying to set up. That stream too.
Which one's that?
Where we can get Stan and Aaron and hopefully Vic. I didn't want to reach out to Vic immediately. I wanted to give him a bit of time for like the whole appeals thing and stuff. But
yeah, he's got a lot. Like Vic has a lot on his brain. I mean, like a lot.
Well, I think it'd be nice for him to like have just a decompress.
Yeah, just kick
people
back.
That like him.
But
I haven't heard back from Aaron yet. I know Stan's down for it. I haven't heard back from Aaron, but
that's cool. Well, hopefully we'll get Aaron and it'll be good. Figure that stuff out.
So fingers crossed we can get that going. But
yeah,
that'd be pretty neat. We could all talk about conventions and the future of it. And
well, we could talk about our battle scars and things that worked and didn't work out so well. Those are the best.
Not Aaron, Erica.
Erica. Who's Erica?
Erica. I want to say Erica McCord.
Thanks, Tom.
She goes by Aaron Min. That's why I keep mixing the two.
That's even funnier.
Not Aaron, Erica.
She's not an admin. She's an arrowman.
I think she was like a staffer, and she was like a handler for Vic for a few events.
That's cool.
And she was named in Faisal Ahmed's affidavit without her knowledge.
Oh, that's always fun to know of.
Yeah, Airman. That's why I keep getting her fucking name mixed up with Aaron.
Yeah, thanks,
Erica.
Yeah. My goodness. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I haven't heard back from her yet. I'm hoping to hear back from her soon, so I can reach out to Vic and be like, "Hey, we have these great people who want to talk to you on the show, and we're gonna have a big super stream.
We'll have a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of vodka.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Favorite spirits. Maybe dig up some beers from the basement. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just sit back, cry a little bit. Why does it still hurt? It's been 17 years. The pain's supposed to go away, but it doesn't. Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness. But I think we've covered everything. All of the cancellations.
Well, have we done a cancellation song for the film industry yet?
Oh my goodness.
Did you hear about this? Like seriously, have you heard about this?
Not yet, no.
All right. Super long story short. We both know.
Have a good one, Tom P.
See you, Tom. I'll message you later on. Just been really busy. Basically, long story short, we both know the ongoing tales and how the movie theaters fought so vigorously to reopen again. And they were looking at tenants in Milan or Mulan or what the fuck that other movie is. To basically break down the doors and bring the general public back in. And it didn't work out so well. So every production company is simply pushing back their movies until this shit is done and over with, because they don't want to have more financial failing that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, the reason we're not releasing it streaming is because the real financial numbers are not on point where they want them to be. So they're just putting everything on hold. So the movie theaters are kind of going, well, we're going to close again, and we're going to do this for the next 6 months. And it's like, oh my fuck. Because there's no new movies coming out at all. And the only thing that's coming in close is what's ever on your favorite streaming network.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, look to Disney Plus and all that stuff to get booming, because the new Mandalorian's coming out pretty soon.
That's going to be exciting.
WandaVision.
Yeah, that's going to be another exciting one. I hope that does well, because again, the trailer was it was fun to watch. There was a lot of comic book references in that, which I went, okay, that's kind of cool, because they dressed Wanda up exactly how she is.
That's them going out trick or treating for Halloween.
Yeah, and I think that's a very funny tip of the hat type of thing. Again, I heard that what is it, Falcon and Winter Soldier is really based on what's happening in the new Black Widow film, so they're not releasing that anytime soon. But I did hear they're going to throw again Samuel L. Jackson with an Agents of Sword. That's going to be an interesting one that all comes together. That's supposed to be greenlit and fast tracked already.
I think the real question is, does he look like a bitch?
What?
Does he look like a bitch?
What? I'll say it again, motherfucker. Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think we're winding down here.
Oh yeah, for
Everyone's
sure.
going for their dinner. Action Toys is having a turkey dinner.
What?
My goodness, I know.
Deep frying in the backyard with all the leaves?
It's not allowed. You're not allowed to have turkey dinners.
That's right. The government
canceled because of pandemics.
Yeah, pandemics has nixed the turkey dinners, chicken dinners. You can't even have the frozen TV stuff. I heard they're pulling out all that from the shopper market.
Exactly.
The shopper market. There you go. There's a word.
So, Mr. Hop, final thoughts.
They've been canceled.
Canceled all. We were really close to canceling today's show. So
yeah,
everything's canceled.
Well, that's right. It's a new trend. It's trending weekly.
It's, the counter cancel culture. Just cancel it before it gets canceled.
Yeah. That's even funny. Can we cancel culture? That's a good question. Yeah. I guess the only thing I have to say is that don't forget to vote for Kitchener Comic-Con.
Yep.
Just because
link is below.
Yep, and that ends tonight. So if anyone in our chat could go out and pass that link around, tell their friends to vote.
Do it.
Absolutely exempt here of them. And do it. Do it.
Yeah.
How about you, Crumb? What are your final thoughts?
I don't know if I have any. I mean, it's just like it's basically all the same sort of stuff. It's all canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same sort of stuff. I mean, like it's gonna get worse before it gets better, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a Christmas. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, I'm still hoping out for Halloween. I'm being honest here with that. And again, before we sign off with stuff, I don't believe there's a $40 option at Oktoberfest to buy Oktoberfest in a box.
Oh, Lord.
I know we talked about that briefly, but I still don't believe that. When you sent me that link, I laughed so hard.
There you have
I went, this is a marquee event.
Buy your piece of history today.
And it's all in a box.
The last piece of crap they're going to sell forever. So buy it now.
Oh, fuck. Where are these people come from?
Right. All right. Well, that is it for us today. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And as always, keep your stick on the ice.
Be kind to each other. See ya.
Congratulations, and thanks for watching.